Aha. Kwa hiyo umeamua kuumwaga mchele kwenye kuku wengi. Mbona mimi na yako siyasemi? Mwanaume gani wewe? Kutwa kujilizaliza. Sehemu ya kulia mimi, unalia wewe. Ukirudi nyumbani, unalala tu. Haujali mwenzako nimekula, nimeshiba au nina njaa. Au niwaambie watu kama mchezaji majeruhi, kwa mwezi unacheza mara moja tu. Niache!
Dada, maneno unayamwaga hayo.
Niache. Wewe umeamua kuyamwaga. Kuanzia leo, watu wote na
Mugasomia weri tukoria gatano na gatatu mutinyo gatano na gatatu mwaka w'ekiri 2025 Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchera ero yobwengi no koigena goitabuno mugasoebwo no motoererure anonsi ase otubwatete korwanche ngoro gwa Catherine Nyaboga veni Nyaboga nera gongonya cross omuno oli webimanyirire kuri studio kabere Kevin Ongeri nera koneka buna chibiche china Mario gingo ikira chira senchera ero yobwekira no ikaranso ike obeno ntugoika omwaro tokomanye gatiaria agenderete gwateka korwa iminesko yorogongo rwagusi na togo chaka nigo ebiriro bya matanga yoko mwenia nyagosira omoske Catherine Muranya mato agenderete imeye bunge ya Borowe county ya Nyamira aso wikira bono abarai ao korwa eserikali baikiranire ase enseme yogati abo Martha Karua umugavana we county ya Nyamira omoske muminyaribo Josh Nyamoko mwakirishi w'abasubati korwa se county ya Nyamira Jerusha Mumanyi na boigo omwaziri omukoro w'etsemi omoske machogo ase boigo Jerusha ase chinkwana chaya abeirega komoto ya Nyamato ase omukia begete korera na kwaneke basubati nkwe wabare oboene bwabo na koso ase siasa.
Brother Peter Nyamato with the family first. Tafadhali ningependa kuweka tangazo muhimu sana. Hapa mbele viti vya rangi nyekundu vimehifadhiwa kwa viongozi
of Kenya wenye wamekuja leo kwa na sisi na
kazi yake mahali popote alikuwa anaongea juu ya gender based violence. Na mimi kama mama county, mama wa Nyamira, leo hii I witness the handing over of this portrait, na pia niseme Mungu hairaze roho yake mahali pema peponi na abantu bonse balimwacha na abaliganirie yenere county yane ya Nyamira. Mungu awaweke hapa. Tunataka kufanya mashishi ya mama yaendelee kuwa mashishi ya amani kabisa. Pia mano ya sabale nene nje ningwate kasi ni anengo tindeka, lakini nitaita kubanya baka bachumba baito baje elinde tuwe message ya ito, then we go. Asanti, Mungu awabariki. Kazi yake mahali popote alikuwa anaongea juu ya gender based violence. Na mimi kama mama county, mama wa Nyamira, leo hii I witness the handing over of this portrait, na pia niseme Mungu hairaze roho yake mahali pema peponi na abantu bonse balimwacha na abaliganirie yenere county yane ya Nyamira. Mungu awaweke hapa. Tunataka kufanya mashishi ya mama yaendelee kuwa mashishi ya amani kabisa. Pia mano ya sabale nene nje ningwate kasi ni anengo tindeka, lakini nitaita kubanya baka bachumba baito baje elinde tuwe message ya ito, then we go. Asanti, Mungu awabariki.
Paul Kapoyo kara no ara senseme yo ase amangana itogose Ekeonga Chinsa chire mutwe ntochigo komanya nega igatia baraibari baikiranira senseme yo ne chinkwana chire babere bakobwatuka natogosika bose goikase county ya Homa Bay muraibense ya Kenya Dr. William Samoei Ruto na barai nina mono mugavana we county ya Homa Bay Omoske Gladys Wanga nigo baikiranire ime ya Karachonyo egotoka county ya Homa Bay ase biroro bya matanga na boigo komo amaskani yo moerio Omoske nyagosira fifi asiayo gokwekera bono nigo egati ya barai gose abantu bari bakoni bamotogire Omoske asiyo ase omokia begete ase siasa na kweneke buna abasubati ngo yagurwaniririrwa bare anemona kweneke ngo so bara asoborai kwekera chinga kichiria Kenya etaranyora oborai
of this nation, Dr. Samoei Ruto, oh Lord, I'm praying for him and his team because you have given them the authority to lead this country. Lord, protect them. Lord, provide for their needs. Lord, give them wisdom that they may take this country to be one of the best, the most prosperous country in this world while we wait for your soon coming.
When the state of emergency was declared during the Mau Mau uprising in 1950, she decided to switch to social work with the Nairobi Municipal Council. Amidst all the chaos and violence of colonial times, tribal segregation and family breakdowns, Phoebe supported mothers and children who had been displaced by the conflict. She fought for fairness, hygiene, and the rights of women workers in Nairobi estates and factories. Phoebe's commitment to social justice and children's welfare also led her to participate in campaigns to provide education and basic services to the most vulnerable of communities. Maendeleo ya Wanawake and women's activism, a legacy of love and service. Phoebe joined Maendeleo ya Wanawake in 1953, just a few years after it was first founded. She played a huge role in turning Maendeleo from a colonial white-run organization into a national platform for African women's development. She got rural women involved, started economic empowerment programs, and fought for better maternal and child health, education, and political participation. In 1958, Asio became the first African president of Maendeleo ya Wanawake. She totally defied the segregationist plans of the colonial government and built a massive network of women. Her leadership was key in challenging discrimination, organizing protests for African representation in national women's organizations, and fighting for women's rights.
Mwaziri wa chenu imiensi ya Kenya Omoske Adendware nigo akwane ire osimambia rero nigo akwane robokurumi aso murobiri bobo bwenya umurobiro shako kwane mambia rero chingaki arekomanya ba Kenya igoro yoko gendera ko murobiri oyu dwale niga tebre chinya gitari 40 nigo chiasekiro aso bokurumi insi yo murobiri oyu nabo igo oboibe bwe bintu byo bwenya igento kirachikurire serikali gotenenia gosira chinya gitari echo nabo igo nigo chirachikomokirwa egeta mbokero getini chiko oikiwa korusi wa chifaini
colluded and lodged claims for a patient admitted in one of the facilities. This was done knowingly and intentionally for the purpose of defrauding the Social Health Authority, contrary to Clause 16, Subclause 1.2 of the contract and Regulation 34, subsection 2G of the Social Health Insurance Act of 2023. Such kind of collusion is criminal, collusive, and is dishonest in its worst form. It threatens the ability of SHA to pay for genuine claims as the funds are unlawfully depleted. It also endangers the health of our SHA insured members as benefits of the affected members are unnecessarily depleted. We have found out that this is the same health facilities and many others who are using a multiple billing and ghost patients in the former defunct NHIF. In accordance with the powers conferred by Section 48, subsection 6 of the Social Health Insurance Act, therefore, the Social Health Authority has suspended a total of 40 health facilities found to have engaged in these criminal activities. They have engaged in corruption and they have engaged in the theft of public resources. These suspensions are effective immediately, and we will share with you the Gazette notice signed by the CEO of the Social Health Authority, and of course in the interest of transparency and public accountability, a full list of these suspended health facilities have been duly published in the Kenya Gazette number 168, dated 7th of August 2025. During the period of the investigation, these
Shinga kechecho dware nigo akwanira abakoreri b'ekinyagitari abo babeire bagokuruma inse yo murobero yosha asatebere kwikira boniga nigo abanyagitari 12 banyorirwe n'amamocho y'obukurumi na nigo ekyombekere ya Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Union KMPDU nabo igo ekyombekere ya Clinical Officer Council birachiye kobwatirana na kwimukeria 12 abo egetambukero egetindigeri chiko koika kobaikia bosi bwebigambiro tokirache koirira barabo goteneniwa emirimo asaruro kubole gocha sabarai nabo igo abantu gotiga kwegerera abakurumi inse yo murobiro yosha.
It is also criminal for any healthcare professional to induce provision of service with the intent of defrauding the Social Health Authority. The Ministry of Health shall forward the list of the suspended health facilities and the toll of healthcare professionals implicated in the criminal acts to the Director of Criminal Investigation so that they shall face the full force of law. We have also notified the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council and the Clinical Officers Council to initiate immediate disciplinary action against the 12 healthcare professionals, which will lead to their cancellation of their professional licenses. Further, the 40 facilities, outside the 40 facilities, the facilities that were recently suspended and downgraded by the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Council shall not have their suspension lifted until they comply with the corrective actions issued by the regulators. And I want to make it very clear to our leaders, to the many people who come to the Social Health Authority offices, to the many people who come to my office, or to the PS, or to DHA, or to the regulators' offices, you're wasting your time. We are telling you, comply with what you have been told, comply and make the corrective actions which have been issued by the regulators, then we can consider lifting the suspension for you to do genuine, honest business.
Waziri w'oburendi bw'ime omuske Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen nigo akwanire okunirwa kwa abana baisike go sabasubati meyense ya Kenya kukwani mambia rero kuro account ya Bomet Murkomen nigo agikire bikorwa byo gutacherwa inse kwa abana abake abaisike asiatebire nigo bikore byo byabere bikomentakana meyense ya Kenya anena mono Chinsa mu kire kigo simeka HAE asatebire wizara y'oburendi bw'ime nigo erache kubwatrana ne Chinsa mo iri na gukora ibikore byo asebwego akwanire na kugikeria kisegi cyegenga asatebire niwe wizare yo erache kobeko mukya na kweneke abuna abana basubati osaba iseke na basubati obone bwabo ngo sikwabure nabo igabanyare ko maskani amanene ase chingani binyoro biri bakorwa.
Biggest concern here is the issues related to gender-based violence, particularly sexual offenses, including unfortunate rape and defilement, and it remains a big challenge in this region, particularly around areas where there are tea plantations. and the security team, including the investigations and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, have done a good job. We are happy also to note that we have very active and fairly proactive judiciary here, where many cases which are taken to court are taken seriously, and the severity of the bail terms and punishment is also seen by the seriousness with which the judiciary take these sexual offences. So I'm very happy that there is a good collaboration between the National Police Service, the DPP and the judiciary to ensure that there is serious enforcement. As you very well know, we are still struggling with issues of gender-based violence across the country, but it becomes even more severe in areas that are multicultural and particularly, as I said, areas that we have a lot of tea plantations. We have asked the security team to upscale this process. We are saddened by the fact that, sometimes these issues are concealed because the perpetrators are family members, and community tries to use alternative dispute resolution for such serious criminal acts. And we want to encourage the community to come out, expose these pests, especially the ones that are preying on innocent children and women. It's important that we collaborate very closely with National Police Service to make sure that we weed out these characters from our society. I'm glad also that the Ngao team, led by the chiefs and assistant chiefs, are carrying out massive sensitization on local level, and the county commissioner and his team from the county and sub-county have firm instructions to make sure that this remains an issue of sensitization throughout their activities, no matter which other services they are offering to the public. But sensitization on this issue must continue being put on the top priority of the county.
Na togo cha ukorera serikali nigo yaruro gukuro gutindi gochase chiskuru chiria chiko bunali chiko lyobosombi ase chiskuru erigote abuna obosombi ase chiskuru nigo bobwenete gokorekana gatie Chinsa 12 chia mambi na boigo Chinsa 10 chia Ibere chia maragoba asenge bunenge chia yego nigo riminete buna bosombi bwa boroki wambo mnyara gokorekana Chinsa chia botko murike botambe ase wizara yechsemi Julius Bitok nigo akurire chiskuru echo nagoteba nigo serikali erachie koimokeria chiskuru chiria chira yabuneri chikerio egetambukere getindi ase ngencho nigo chikobeka amagema yaborokiwa ase akongo gokwana koroi county ya Meru abo asamamirani ya matera gosemiski festivals agendrete nigo Bitoke atebire wizara yechsemi na boiga serikali necheko gendra gosira ebiego ase aborokiwa.
We have a 6 to 6 rule on our transport of our children. And I want to call upon all the drivers, all the stakeholders, let us stick to the rules. Let us not transport our children after 6 p.m. or before 6 a.m. That is the policy of government. And everybody is directed to ensure that we follow the rule to the letter. All our sub-county directors and county directors of education have been instructed to be very strict on this particular rule. And I'm really excited to be here to watch the music, to watch children enjoying their music. And this is really the epitome of competence-based education. And I want to call upon all our young people. Let's take advantage of the opportunities being created by government to be able to monetize our talent. Right now, we are mainstreaming this music to ensure that we monetize so that it can be able to benefit our schools, it can be able to benefit our learners. We have a plan to take some of them to Spain, to US and to other countries so that they can display their talent and get an opportunity to be exposed in other countries.
Nara yokoro Ekeonga Chinsa Isano na Ibere asenchira yobwenge komirenchi koira nagaiga ngoretera yomuna yande asenchira yobwenge boiro toskara torborigere borobia.
Superstores nero eduka asorgo nguriga rwa South Nyanza yanchere amone company ya mabati Rolling Mills eyuko yabwatuka ucyase abahonya aiga ntubwate showroom asura achagwirigiriye amabati ndonsialia utagete showroom yeto nigo ere engale eyurengia na boigo ekogokie liso yao chingaki ogoswasa yiga kurigiriya amabati yiga ntubwate team Tembo abo bagokolemiremo ase showroom yiga babwata chingoro chingiye cyugo kwarigania na boigo cyo tebereye kende gensi uraganie bagotebereye company ya mabati Rolling Mills iko babwate amabati chingenjo au ayuare ye chikala au na boigo ayuiga bwate chi profile net gauges au unamono babwate normal corrugated na boigo box corrugated asibego babwate boomerang ayuare aye chigage emerongetato asama mabati aliaye chigage emerongibire na isato babwate tile profiles alia au oriental elegantal versatile gross na boigo na versatile mat MRM niko babwate lifestyle ayuago chana Roman Jinko na boigo web design babwate yigani kabwate chikala bunabone lia chako gray, brick red, tile red, maroon, sky blue na boigo na green obutambe bwe mabwate yiga niko bokolengana amo nukanya gwe customer mbabwate bintu bindi boigo ebyo ochikonyara kabo gutumika chinga gicho gwakeranya mabwate yiga ase nyumba yao tutari rero ase ouru MRM showroom onyare kabo gukwerera amabwate yu akomenya segeka ayo guchanye warrant na boigo ayo urakoberwa ikasure asubwango edukenyiga ya Uhuru Superstores igiye gutoka se enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imiyo mucurigo busongo iyo erange neduka ya Safaricom boigo ngotoka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers iyo ere ange nebengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakere simigwe trase chinamba chabo 0111161500 Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Asegeka k'emyaka 49 ebenki ya Kenya pamoja sako yabere n'umugusi negukinya umugusi ase eningo yae yabere gekurwa obukorere ase Chinsa mu buno savings loans obosemye bwo gutumika chibesam na diaspora savings